Hi, I'm Mary.
And I'm Katie, and this is The Housewife Did It.
Pop Culture Edition. First
Woo.
episode, post Showgirl, 1 week in.
Mhm. Mhm.
If you like our show, you can like, subscribe, share it with other people. We have released a Showgirl shirt. If you like that, I can work on more. Um, and then also, if you go to our TikTok, we are carrying on the tradition now of Taylor Swift edits, and I have been releasing. Sorry, I just ate 3 tacos. I got burps now. I've been releasing edits of the Life of a Showgirl songs as TV couples. So,
Could also be the beer.
yeah, you can watch that there. I'm trying to decide if I want to do something for Man's Best Friend as well, but I haven't decided yet. Because last time we had like 31 songs to work
Mhm.
with, but
Mhm.
I think they're spot on. I think they're perfect. You're gonna love
Yeah.
them.
I did go a little bonkers. I made just this album reminded me of so many things. We're not even gonna start with the album, but I'm just gonna start with this. Um, it reminded me of so many things that I made a Man's Best Showgirl playlist where I went one for one songs from each album because they both have 12 songs. That made it great for me. I also made The Life of a Lover Girl and The Rep of a Showgirl because
That's a
I
good one.
just couldn't stop.
Yeah.
I was like,
I swear these things are addicting. Like
I need to hear Gorgeous and Honey back to back.
I'm like
Must.
I just can't stop rewatching the videos I have made
Mhm.
of fictional couples
Mhm.
to these songs.
Yeah.
The ones we have so far, if this helps you. Let me pull it up because I also need to save them. We've got Cece and Niles as actually romantic. We've got Olive and Todd as
Lobster
Wood
Todd.
as Wood. We've got Lucas and Peyton as Ruin the Friendship. And we've got Patrick and Kat as Honey.
Nice.
Yes, I have already made all the other ones. I just haven't released them yet, so you have to wait.
Hee hee. All right. Let's get through the stuff that isn't Taylor Swift first. Disgusting. Not a whole lot of it. So tidbits. Brittany Cartwright had a mommy makeover. We've yet to really see what the details are, although she was doing a Q&A last time I looked. I think everyone assumes that she got breast explants, but it
She
looked
said
like
she did.
she just said she got something removed. And there was also like stuff on her stomach, but she probably did get breast explants. But I think she may have also had some other stuff done. So,
And Nia
um,
somewhere crying
yeah,
because Brittany did it first.
yeah. Um, breaking today, from what I can gather, Wendy and Eddie Osefo were arrested and charged with 16 crimes. 7 were felonies, and they were all related to fraud and falsifying documents or statements. One was just like false statements to police. But their
They
mugshot,
just started their season like
they're
2 days ago.
like
And
airing it or filming it.
yeah, airing it.
Yeah,
But like
they
it's not have to do with weed.
no, and they're like smiling in them, which to be in the mugshots, it's really weird. But to be honest, like as far as like financial crimes go, this isn't one that shocks me. Like you as soon as something happens on Bravo where like someone comes out with a financial crime, I think back to like their lifestyle and like Jin Shah, not shocking, right? And like this is one of those where I'm not caught up on Potomac, but I'm about to start season 9, so I'm not like that far back. But it's like she has had like a lot of just like whims with business ideas, and she always just seems to figure it out and have the money. And it's like looking back now, I'm like, huh, that's a little weird. But look at them smiling.
Ooh, that's scary.
Yeah.
She like, I like her. It's like she's like the way her head is tilted. Like,
Yeah. It says
that looks like a Jordan Peele movie.
Yeah, it says oh Bravo has paused the series premiere of Wife Swap because the Osefos were slated to appear in the first episode. The premiere is now pushed back a week. So, I mean, they've already filmed it, but why can't you air it while they're arrested?
Or just air the second episode.
Come on now. But a rep said that they're back home safely with their family and in good spirits. They're grateful for the outpouring of concern. They look forward to their day in court. They respectfully ask for privacy. But
I hate people say they look forward to their day in court.
I know.
Shut up.
16 charges, including 7 felonies for allegedly making false, misleading info fraud in excess of $300, and 1 misdemeanor count of a false statement to an officer. Yeah.
Do you think they're selling bad weed?
I don't know, dude. Are they? I mean, is that like kind of their main business right now?
It's his.
I know. I just didn't know if she. No, I know. I just didn't know if she. Like where I'm at right now, like she's starting her talk show and like all this stuff, and he's just started Happy Eddie.
Nothing she does ever pans out.
No.
First of all.
Yeah.
And she is no longer teaching.
Yeah.
Or practicing law. And so like it's all these like random decisions, and then none of them pan out.
I just think she's kind of getting Erica
Happy
Jane.
Eddie. Yeah, I think Happy Eddie is their one like consistent thing.
Yeah. So that's crazy. This year, are you watching Love is Blind yet?
I haven't watched the ones that dropped the second drop, but I watched the first one.
But you've watched enough to know that it's bad.
I'm gonna punch that diabetes shamer.
I know.
if I ever see you, sir, it's on sight.
Yeah.
That is a 2-year-old baby.
I know. But yes, so you've seen enough to know that it's bad. I feel like where I'm struggling, and I don't know that I really have the words to describe it, because so many of the scenes I'm like, I don't know what is happening.
Yeah. Like Madison and what's his name fighting.
And Joe,
I was like, what is going on?
It's like bordering. It feels like it's like bordering on like unethical and nauseating though, the whole show. Yes. Like the pods were like really bad.
Crash out in the bed. I was like, this is like unsafe.
Yeah.
Like, this man is gonna stab her in her sleep.
Yeah. But it was like, seriously, every conversation. I told Billy, though, like, it was weird because I was like, I said season 9, episode 6, like, may go down in history for me as, like, one of the best episodes of television. But also, like, I'm so confused.
Which one is that?
It's the last one of the first drop. So it's when Joe and Madison, like, I'm like, it just feels like I'm constantly like, and now Edmund, and now I don't know what's going on. But
it's like Yellow Robe Smith.
Yes.
But not fun.
But not cute. I literally, like, we were still in the pods, and I asked Billy, like, which of these guys are in the manosphere? And he said, I think it would be easier for me to say which one's
is that?
The manosphere?
Yeah.
Did you watched Adolescence?
Yes.
That's the manosphere.
Is it like
Andrew Tate.
A metaverse?
No, just like if that's your algorithm, like you're like sucked into the manosphere.
I see.
Or like maybe you've just visited the manosphere. Yeah.
I unfortunately fear that Sparkle, Megan, and Jordan are still together, which frightens me.
But see, what's weird is like they're kind of the best couple.
I know. Like, I'm like, maybe we've judged her too harshly. Because, like,
You say you are
I
sure about things about her. How do you
but
know?
because I've seen people post her following list
Oh,
of
okay.
who she follows on Instagram, and
Sure.
she follows like Donald Trump and Turning
I
Point
mean,
and
mm,
and all of these like alt-right people and groups. She
yeah.
follows them, like actively follows them on Instagram. And so that like concerns me about her helping raise a diabetic child. But then also what's his face is like Mike
Mm-hmm.
when he was talking about how Jordan's a bad parent because he let his child become diabetic, she just kind of said like, okay,
I
like she didn't
know,
say anything, and
but
like I understand like it's like uncomfortable, but
I
like
felt like it was
I didn't
more
like it.
about. I felt she just didn't want to spoil. At that point, Mike hadn't said that
Mm,
he knew who she was talking to. He just said, "There's a guy here with a kid," and I honestly think she kept her mouth shut because she didn't want to say, "Hey, that's Jordan," and his son was like, because then she would have to
yeah,
admit that they had like talked
but I
about
think
it.
she could at the very least say like you're incorrect.
She could have said like type 1 diabetes. My
Right.
dad
She was,
had
my
that,
dad
and
had
that's
type
not
1
how that
diabetes and that's not how it
works.
works. Right.
Yeah, sure.
And so that is icky, but then I have like looked through um her Instagram and like her, not that this necessarily means anything, but like her best friend is gay and I think she is the godmother of his child
Mm,
from what I saw, and so like I'm like maybe I don't know. But
mm-hmm.
like who you're following means something, you know?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, Instagram. Mark Zuckerberg did do that thing where he
That's true.
like people auto followed the White House and stuff, but I don't think they auto followed Turning Point.
Right.
Um, but basically, I
Or maybe
watched
she's learning.
and I'm constantly thinking to myself like, is this ethical to be watching anymore? But then
Right.
I'm like, I don't even know what I'm watching. But like Joe clearly hates women.
Yeah.
Edmund hates women or hates not having sex with women, believes
That
he
was
should be having sex
crazy.
with women. They kept saying, like, dude, it's 4 weeks. It's 4 weeks. But no, it really was the most horrifying thing to watch. It wasn't that he was upset that he's not having sex. It
It
was
was the
when
weeping crash out.
well, no, it's not that. It was all and she called this out, just not as much as I would like, but he got mad first when he found out that the other guys were having sex. So it was only about them. And then he got mad second when she said, I do sleep with some guys on the first date, but they're guys I don't care about. And he said, how dare you basically let them hit it when I'm giving you everything? He just kept saying, I'm giving you my all. I bought you this gift. And it's like, you're giving her your
I didn't
all
give
because
my all.
you rubbed her feet? Like chill. Um, but anywho, yeah, I don't know what's happening with Madison and Joe ever. I honestly can't even tell what happened with Patrick and Casey. That was like a fever dream.
I was actually bummed because they were like the one I was like I like them. Like
Oh,
I
you're
like them.
nuts.
I know. That
No
Sammy
one.
said you like the girl with a boyfriend? I said I feel like her boyfriend is not her boyfriend anymore. He's trash. But like I was like I like them in the pods because they seemed like very curious about each
No.
other. And then the second she sees his face, she
Nah.
says,
When
oh,
she started sex phone operatoring with him,
mm-hmm.
and he was touching his junk, I was like, nah, I'm done with this. Like, I'm over this. She's like, I'm gonna take it slow with you, and he's just like, and I'm like, why did y'all put this on TV?
Yeah,
But
that's not on them. That's on the producers.
she could have shut her mouth. But I just like
Not
truly
we're
couldn't
not gonna
tell.
slut shame her.
I'm not slut shaming her. She can have sex with him. I don't need her to sex phone operator with him in the pods. Um, I I truly just like didn't know what was happening in the breakup. Like I was my instinct was like she's like gaslight, like he's like she's the one not telling him the whole truth.
Yeah.
But then I was like, but it kind of feels like he's also like he's not listening, because there were times where she was like, no, I can't. Or he'd say like, we'll see each other when we get back. And she was like, no, I can't. And then, but then I'm like, why are y'all making out?
The problem
And then
was that
she's straddling him at the end. I was like, what is going
yeah,
on?
she was definitely giving him mixed signals. I think though that the main problem was that he kept asking her, "Are you breaking up with me or do you
Yes.
just not want to
And
go
she
on
kept
this
saying
trip?"
no.
And she kept saying, "It's not that I don't love you." And that I think is like inherently confusing.
Sure.
And I think that
But then
essentially
she was just saying, I don't want to go to Baja. She wasn't
right,
saying it's just that I don't want to go to Baja. She's like,
right,
well, I do not want to go to Baja.
right. And I think that because she had told production it was about his appearance.
Yes.
Like we
Yeah.
saw that. And I think she was trying so hard not to say that to him and like that she was just beating around the bush of all of it and wasn't being
Mm-hmm.
clear that like she no longer wants to see him.
Yeah.
Like and every time he asked she just kept saying, "It's not that I don't love you, I do love you."
Yeah.
And so he's thinking like, oh, okay, like
We don't have to do this on
we're in
TV.
love, like she just doesn't want to be here.
Yeah.
and
It's just
and then
really
she comes back and
awful.
kisses him. I was like, what
Yeah.
is happening?
It's really awful to like make out with him knowing that
Right,
you're not going to see him when you get back to Denver.
right. Running back to him and jumping in his arms.
Yeah. So
Ridiculous.
I know you're not caught up, but I'm so sorry. I do have to spoil something for
Are you gonna
you.
talk about the chicken smoothie?
Yeah, I was gonna say if it hasn't already been. So, like I said,
Tell me about the chicken smoothie.
the show has been nauseating, especially nauseating when Jordan, who was probably my favorite, put chicken, water, and a Crystal Light packet into a blender and called it a smoothie. Buddy,
Why?
why? He said it's 350 calories and like 55 grams of protein. And Sparkle Megan said, you could have just made 6 eggs. And he said, this is so much faster than making 6 eggs. And I'm thinking, Jordan, you did have to cook the chicken.
Right.
Yeah, you did it another time, but you did at one point cook the chicken. That's insane. And he made her fucking try it. I mean, he didn't make her. She tried it. Obviously, it was fucking disgusting. What do you think the Crystal Light packet does? I'm also like,
Yeah.
maybe
What
like,
flavor Crystal Light packet?
I think it was just lemonade. But I'm like, you didn't want to like flavor the chicken
Right.
with like honey, with Crystal Light packet. Like, you don't want to put the flavor in the chicken. You're just going to put naked chicken. Oh, God. I had told Billy, I said, I've seen a spoiler online and it's not consequential, but you are absolutely not going to see it coming. And that's how
Yeah,
I feel.
true.
But that's how I feel about this season. Is it's like it doesn't matter, but the Joe and Madison
Right.
stuff, I sure didn't see it coming because I have no
Like
clue what's going on.
that like oh
He
my
said,
god.
"You look so nice. Oh, you're already dressed."
He was like,
Okay,
you were down there?
people
She was
were
like,
like,
you left me down there.
yeah, people were like, she should have left him alone. She made such a big deal out of him being drunk. Dude, if someone who I am with for the first time ever on a vacation without anyone that I feel safe around and know is having seemingly a psychotic break because they are
Right.
saying things that are so completely delusional, no, I'm crying too.
Right.
I'm
I
losing
like
it.
Sammy will sometimes like will I'll like wake him up and like have a conversation with him that he doesn't remember in the
Yeah,
morning,
Billy
and
never
it's
does.
like nonsensical and he's like clearly asleep
Yeah.
like having this conversation. um but like also I even like we've been married for 4 years now, and like we've almost been dating for 10 years, so like I know him pretty well, I would say. But even like when it's something like that mixed with drinking, like I'm concerned. Like there was one day I woke up and he was gone from our bed, and I was like, what the fuck has happened? And he had been drinking, and I found him in the backyard peeing, and he had thrown up in the backyard, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? And
Yeah.
like he doesn't do that often. To be clear.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, he does, like, talk in his sleep. Like,
Yeah.
we have full conversations, and then he doesn't remember them the next day. Like, he does things in his sleep that are strange. But also, knowing that he was not just sleeping,
Yeah.
but drunk, I was, like, concerned.
Yeah.
And, like, especially if I didn't
And
know
she
him very
doesn't
well, I
know.
would be
Yeah.
concerned.
Yeah.
Like, I think probably the first time he talked in his sleep, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. I mean, this still happens. Like, Billy will get stoned and he'll start saying stuff that doesn't make
6
sense.
straws.
That was drunk, Billy. Different. um, but like he'll start saying something that like does not make sense to me, and I
Yeah.
will seriously say, like, okay, you are freaking me out.
Right.
Like, which of course is because I'm also stoned when these things are happening. But it's like, yeah, it's weird when the person you're having a conversation with starts speaking nonsense.
Right.
And you're like, do I need to take you to a hospital?
Right. It's also, like, I think kind of off-putting when you're having a conversation with someone that, like, makes sense in terms of, like, they're responding to what you're saying.
Sure. They're alert.
Like, right.
It's just
but
nonsensical.
right. Like, I think if I hear someone talking in their sleep and they're, like, talking about something they're dreaming about,
Yeah.
I would be less concerned than, like, I'm talking to them and they're responding and it's just kind of crazy sounding.
Yeah. And it's
Like,
like when she was saying like, what are you talking about? He was like, what am I saying? Like, he
yeah.
like knew what she was saying to him. He just wasn't
Right.
aware of where he was and what
Right.
their night had been like.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, it's, like, scary because she's engaged to him and she's,
Right.
like, probably thinking, like, what the fuck did I get into?
Right. Is this what happens when he drinks?
Right.
Okay, moving right along to basically an anti-topic. Love Island Games has finished.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped watching at episode 4.
I stopped watching when I saw that Kendall left.
Mm.
Because
Why? You
because I
like
liked him
Kendall?
and Garby.
Mm.
I liked him and Garby. And also when he left, Nicola left.
Oh, okay. I saw who won.
Mhm.
Lucinda and Isaiah.
Isaiah, yes, sorry.
But that's all I have for that because I don't. It didn't keep me.
I do want to watch the episode where Kendall and Nicola go home because she was injured, and, like, I'd like to see what happened with that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I could probably also just Google it.
Okay. Also, a real quick one because we haven't talked since Ashley won Big Brother. Were you shocked?
Not by the end of the episode, I was not.
Sure. I had a spoiler. Because I watched a day late, as I always do, because I'm poor. And I saw that she won, and so obviously I was like, how did we get here?
Right.
Which is like the same thing that all of the jurors felt when Morgan walked out. They're just like, literally, how did you not end up in the final 2? I kept telling Billy that, like, he was underestimating her. Like, Billy, like, missed somehow every single time that she said that she was a lawyer. And so he was like, Ashley is so stupid. And I was like, Billy, that's the point.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I was like, she's a lawyer. And he's like, okay, but, like, she's a lawyer or, like, she's, like, really smart. And I'm like, he didn't say that, but, like, essentially, like, she could just be a dumb lawyer, I guess. And I was like, no, like, you don't understand, like, on the live feeds, like, especially toward the end, like, I was like, she's practicing her speech. She's always talking about how hard it is to play this dumb. She's like, and I think that's hard because on a show like Big Brother, where, like, the whole point is that there's cameras on you, but America doesn't vote on whether you win or not.
Right.
And so it's like, Ashley would have convinced us, right? Because we're all, like, in on the secret. but it's like frustrating as a viewer to be like, but they don't know, and will she be able to sell them enough on like, not only did I lie to you about what I do, but I used my lawyerness the whole time, and I like played dumb, and like you have to make them buy that. And so obviously
that was
one
a
side,
closing remarks speech, if I've
yes,
ever heard one.
right. And that's, as soon as I saw that she won, I was like, she must have sold that. Like she must have really sold that, like, you think that I made it here because I'm a floater, but like you don't understand what all I was doing. And she did very well. Also, Vince is pathetic. Vince. And like I think the thing about Vince was that like he was feeling so self-deprecating, and like he was feeling so bad at that point that like that's how his answers and speech sounded, was like, I don't deserve to win, but like please, is like the vibe.
Him and Edmund, I think, would get along super well. I think also that like there's something about, clearly Vince felt he was owed this. Yes. Like I think that became evident in that veto where he like begged Catherine to give him the veto, and he's like, I've been auditioning for this show for 10 years. And then his crash out when Ashley won that HOH, like he clearly thought he was owed this because he had,
he was a
in his opinion, been auditioning longer than anyone else. I would argue not so much longer than Rachel, because she had been on the show. But I think that ended up being his downfall, because then when he couldn't get himself there, he tried to like rely on them pitying him and like thinking that he deserves to win because he wanted it the most. And like it just came across kind of sad. Yeah, I don't think, I mean, obviously he benefited from people, so I don't mean it like this, but like I don't think Vince ever relied on people, and I think you kind of have to in Big Brother, or make them feel like you do. But like Vince made all of the decisions for any people who were surrounded by him, and like he didn't really care if it burnt bridges, like he made that choice. And it's like Ashley, knowing that she can't win comps very well, had to make a plan for people to take her to the end. So she had to have that, and Vince had a plan for Morgan to take him, and that's it. And then he hoped that because no one wants to be against Morgan, that she would take him, which worked. But I do wonder if she would have beat Morgan. I don't think she would have. I don't think so either.
But I do still think she would have had a better speech than Morgan.
Yeah. I don't think she would have, but I also do wonder what their questions would have been for Morgan.
Yeah. So throughout like the finale and like all the after finale interviews, like he continued, I mean, by that point he had to have like texted with Kelsey, at least, I would assume. But he was telling interviewers like, I am not worried about my relationship. Like
he said he hadn't been texting with her in those interviews.
Oh, okay. I didn't actually watch them. I just watched the clips. But
they said like, have you talked to Kelsey? And he said, I haven't been given my phone yet.
Oh, okay. But like he was like, I know I didn't do anything wrong. Like we talked about this beforehand. Like I didn't do anything outside of those parameters. And let me walk you through my thought process. So I see a picture of Vince and Kelsey on the TMZ, and I think, I bet he never would have thought that TMZ would be following him. Like they don't follow Big Brother players. I was like, he poor guy, he's been auditioning for 10 years and he gets out and now he's got the freaking Paps following him around. But then he was caught by TMZ a second time. And I just thought to myself, maybe he was not shocked when the paparazzi started following a Big Brother player around. Maybe all he has left in life is being a TV personality, so he called them. He was seen with Kelsey. The headlines say, literally what I read said, this was a meeting for their official breakup. I don't know how they could possibly know that.
Right.
So we don't know that.
They're seen like giggling.
They did not look unhappy.
Right.
And he held the door for her at the end, and like, not that that means anything, he could just whatever, but like, I don't know. We don't know anything. And I think the second time he was called, she was not there. It was just him. So
Yeah, it was him.
the second time they were called.
I think it was like him and his dad.
Oh, okay. Ashley has continued to make it clear on social media that they are not friends and will not be friends.
She said,
so that's been fun. Yeah, that's been a fun time. She's also like, he's pathetic.
Yeah, the caption she posted took me out, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we do need to find it. It was, I mean, for someone with that good of a closing speech, I guess it makes sense.
She's been holding in all of her smartest remarks. She's got to get them out now.
Yeah. Was it? Why can't I find it?
It was a reel.
Yeah. I just feel like it's getting buried in. Oh, here it is. Yes. There's no better feeling than beating a crybaby in a 6-1 vote. Should have gotten me out week 1. Oh, wait, you failed at that because I won the power veto and took myself off. It's quiet, ain't no back talk. Because he was just saying how bad she is. Okay. Anything else about Big Brother?
Riley and Catherine are together for real now.
Yes.
And Rachel released her what are they calling it? Betrayal list.
Nice. She was on Bold and the Beautiful too.
Good for her.
Okay, into the why we're all here. Let's start, Mary, with just generally, how did you feel about the album?
I loved it.
I
loved it from the moment I listened to it.
Does it change your top 3 albums for her at all?
Yes.
Okay. What are we working with now?
I would say I don't want to be too hasty and put it right on top. So I would say Rep, Life of a Showgirl, Tortured Poets Department.
Okay. Nice. I also liked it. I will admit that, like, on my first listen at 11 o'clock at night, when I wasn't reading the lyrics and I was just listening to them, I do remember, like, cringing a lot. But I was like, this is cool, and I'll spend more time with it tomorrow. It does not change my top 3.
What are your top 3?
Red. Recently, I've realized that Tortured Poets is my second, and then Midnights.
Okay.
Yo, sorry, I like her in shades of grayish.
I know.
My bad. But it's very, very good. I like it a lot. So, obviously, Mary alluded to the conversations that are happening about this album. We all remember very similar conversations with, I don't know, basically every single Taylor Swift album ever. TTPD was too many words. It was too many big words. It was too poetic. It was word salad, which I said, like, it is a lot of words, but it was never, like, something I was, like, mad about.
We said, like, it's, like, a stream of consciousness.
Yes, yeah.
And we liked that.
Yeah. And now, like, she's not using big enough words or smart enough words or even, like, up-to-date enough words. And it's too simple, and she's regressing.
Right.
And I just want to read you some of this album's lyrics. Just some. She said, her love was a cold bed full of scorpions. The venom stole her sanity. She said, all the right guys promised they'd stay, but under bright lights they withered away. She said, your thoughtless ambition sparked the ignition on foolish decisions, which led to misguided visions that to fulfill your dreams, you had to get rid of me. And in that same song, she said, I pay the check before it kisses the mahogany grain. Tell me that this no longer even resembles who she was in Torture Poets Department.
Right.
That's a
Have
crazy take.
Have you seen the new theory on disco ball makes everything look cheap?
Mm-mm.
People are saying that that disco ball is a reference to folklore,
Mm-hmm.
and that she's saying that after the lyricism she produced in folklore, everything else is gonna look cheap or like not be as poetic.
Yeah.
I think she's just talking about prom.
Yeah, true. But there was something else that I thought of when I was listening. I was watching another reaction video and I was like, wait, that feels like a lyric about like knowing what this album is. And I can't remember what it was. But I just don't think like she's stupid. And then when she talks about Torture Post Department, she's like, yeah, I was miserable and I loved the art that I made, but like I don't want to be in that place. And so it's like she doesn't want to be in a manic state of writing 31 songs about how miserable she is with as many stream of consciousness words as she can think of. Like when you're in love and you're happy, you can go like la 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 la. Mm-hmm. And like when you're miserable, you're just thinking.
Also, may I present a theory?
Yes.
About Eldest Daughter.
Yes.
Okay. So, in the opening of Eldest Daughter, she says, everybody's so punk on the internet. Everyone's unbothered till they're not. Every joke's just trolling and memes. Sad as it seems, apathy is hot. Everybody's cutthroat in the comments. Every single hot take is cold as ice. Blah, 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 blah. Then goes into the chorus. But I'm not a bad bitch, and this isn't savage. Have we considered that Taylor Swift is not a fucking dumbass, and that she is perhaps intentionally using internet slang, unbothered, trolling, memes, cutthroat, bad bitch, savage? Is it possible that she's commenting specifically on how people comment on her, and that she's not actually saying, well, I don't feel like a bad bitch and I don't feel like I'm being savage? Have y'all stopped to consider that?
Yeah.
It's actually pissing me off. Like, the way people are like, oh my god, like, she's so fucking dumb. Like, this is really what she wrote? Like, okay, sure, first listen,
it's cringy. Cringe millennial.
Right. First listen, it's cringy. When you hear it, you're like, oh, what the
That's
fuck?
the point.
But also, the whole first verse is filled with internet slang and is specifically about how people talk about her on the internet. And like specifically how people talk negatively about her on the internet. And then we get into, in my opinion, some things that people have said about her on the internet in defense of her for those other things. And she's saying like, but I'm not. Like, I'm not all these things you've made me out to be. In fact, the only reason I have to act that way is because of the order in which I was born.
Yeah.
And because I have to take on all these responsibilities as an eldest daughter. And like, it's not because by nature I am a bad bitch and I'm savage like y'all are saying I am. Like, I've had to fight for that spot.
Yeah.
Stop saying that she is just trying to be, like, people are like, Taylor Swift doesn't seem to realize. I think this is what pissed me off and got me on this tangent. As I saw someone say, Taylor Swift doesn't seem to realize that using internet slang in a song will not be sustainable over time. Saying something like we were like the mall before the internet, like, that's alluding to a previous time without like using it as a metaphor, or well, it is a metaphor, but like without using it as like the full symbolism of like we were rad, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
And then they're like, but then she writes this where she says, like, I'm not a bad bitch, this isn't savage. And over time, that's going to not be as good anymore because
It's gonna
it's
age.
only popular in this time period.
Yeah.
But, like, it's not cool now.
Yeah.
And I don't think she thought it was.
Yeah. So, she did talk about this.
Am I right?
Kind of. Yes. With Zane Lowe, he actually said to her, like, I can hear in Eldest Daughter you using these, like, I don't remember what he said, but like you using these words. And she basically said that, like, yeah, it's purposeful. She said, like, I'm using these, like, uncool, but like trying to be cool. Like this, she said, I'm writing as someone who's trying to say the right thing and keep up with the times and trying to be cool, but act like I don't care and say it in a cool way, like I don't care, but it's not because it's not cool. And she literally, she sounded kind of mad. She was like, I literally said, I've been dying just from trying to seem cool. But what she said was, she said, there's this first part about the internet. And then this part right here, she said, that's me coming back in. I have been afflicted by a terminal
Yes.
uniqueness. I've been dying just from trying to seem cool. And then she said, then I go back to the internet language. And so she is saying, like, I'm playing this character in the
Right.
song who is trying so hard to seem cool, but my lyricism is like right there and like exposing its little head that like this is who I really am, is someone who does care and someone who does want to use big words and someone who
Right.
does talk like that. But I also feel like it's like
I hadn't even
commentary
seen
on
that,
the,
and I knew.
I know, but I also think it's like commentary on the fact that like people say she's trying too hard no matter what she does. Like
Right.
she writes too many words in Torture Poets Department and people are like, whoa, 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 whoa. She thinks she's a poet. Like, what does she think? She's
She called herself our
Shakespeare? Like,
English teacher.
yeah, right? And so I feel like this is her way of being like, okay, that, and she talked about it, she said, like, everyone has something they care about. Like, you want to act like you don't care about anything, but everyone has something they care about. I kind of think she's saying, like, I care about my music, and so like I put all this
Right, like
metaphors and stuff into
we
it. I don't care if
hear
you think it's cringe that I leave Easter eggs for my
yeah.
fans. I care about it.
She introduced this album by saying how carefully curated it was. And
Mm-hmm.
y'all thought that she just nonchalantly slipped in the words bad bitch and savage.
Yeah, yeah. Because she's trying to make a pop album so hard. Like she couldn't do it otherwise. Um, I have this quote. She said, "This song gets to the heart of when someone gets close enough to you to earn your trust. That's when you can admit to them that you really do care about something." So she also said, like, this is obviously like a love song, just like about unraveling the need to be cool. Um. Anyway, now that I've gotten Mary absolutely fired
I
up.
like your little shrine, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I have to put them on the wall, and I just was like, "Huh, let's put them there for now." The room is obviously in
This is my
there
little
now.
Taylor
Heck
doll.
yeah.
My voodoo doll.
Cute. Nice.
It's just a Bratz baby.
Cute. So let's interrupt or simmer down Mary's feelings about the mean Swifties. What are your top 3 songs?
Actually romantic.
Mm-hmm.
They've changed also since
Okay. Since we
last
talked
spoke.
last.
Yeah. Actually romantic. Opalite and Fate of Ophelia. But Honey is a close fourth.
Mine are Actually Romantic, The Fate of Ophelia, and Father Figure.
Father Figure's good.
And Honey and Opalite are a close 4th and 5th. I don't know where to go after that, but yeah, I felt sad kicking Honey out of my top 3.
I know,
but
me too.
I just found myself really, really wanting to hear Father Figure. I told Billy, like,
Yeah.
that's kind of when it shows, is when I'm not just listening all the way through and I'm
Yes.
like seeking out songs
Right.
individually. And that's when I'm like, oh, I
Yeah.
really love that one,
That's
I
how I
guess.
feel about Fate of Ophelia. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, like I love Honey. Like I love the lyrics of Honey. I love like the
Mm-hmm.
meaning of Honey. But then I'm like, I want to listen to Fate of Ophelia.
Yeah. Forever Nightstand. So cute.
Yes. I love.
Um, do you have any? I loved it. Just a peek behind the curtain. Normally, Mary is in the document with all of what our topics. And
Yes, sure. I'm not looking at it.
she's not even in it tonight, so she does not have any idea where we're going.
I've
Um,
given up
yeah, that's fine.
on that. I just come
It's
with my
just me.
thoughts.
Yeah.
Now that I have ADHD medicine, I can just come with my thoughts and remember them and present them.
Wow. Okay. Thoughts on the Fate of Ophelia music video?
It's so cute. I
So
love.
good.
Did you see? She said there's like 90 something or 100 and something Easter eggs in it.
Yes. And I just loved the like one take scenes.
Yes,
That was so cool.
I really liked it. I like how many. I also like. I like that it was the photo shoot. Like,
Yeah.
because I feel like I've
Yeah.
now seen so many behind the scenes of the music video. I love the way they move through it. I love the different outfits and like depictions of her. Um, it's very cute.
Yeah. It's good.
I enjoy.
Um,
I would watch a movie of that.
I basically did. Um, it was the movie thing was good. It was just I'm sure you've seen on the internet that they played all the clean versions,
Yes. Well, you told
which
me
was
that.
like, oh, okay. Which was like funny, but not really what I was looking for.
True.
Okay, since you haven't looked at this script here, I get to just ask you, did you see the Easter egg, the picture of Travis on the mirror in the background? It's the picture, I swear to God it is. It's not like it's not super clear, but it's the picture from the Kiss Mary Kill interview. And that was first released on an October 3rd. Isn't that crazy?
Her mind is.
I know.
She's someone whose head should be bisected and
Yeah.
mummified
I
in
swear to
the
God, if
future.
she's not donating her body to science, I might lose it.
No, I saw the 87 on the door
Mm-hmm.
when she catches the football, but I did not see the picture.
Yeah.
I'll have to rewatch it. Ugh.
Yes, I
Rewatch
know.
the video.
And that was funny when she said there were over 100 Easter eggs on Jimmy Fallon, and he was like, was it on Jimmy Fallon?
I think so.
And he was like, now they're gonna have to go just watch it and watch it and watch it. And I'm like, her marketing team is like,
Drats.
dang, so sad. Okay, so musical connections that we have found, or at least that we have talked about, or at least that I have found. So Wood starts with an interpolation from Jackson 5's I Want You Back. The Life of a Showgirl has an interpolation from Cool by the Jonas Brothers. People say it sounds identical.
Charlie Puth broke this down for us.
Yeah.
On his TikTok. Thank you, Charlie Puth.
I was watching it, but I couldn't watch it with sound, and so I was like, I don't have any clue what's going on.
I don't know if anyone has said this before, but Charlie Puth should be a bigger artist.
Yeah.
For like just for the sake of like defending Taylor Swift.
Yeah. It's crazy, Mary, you keep coming up with these takes that Taylor has actually made commentary on, and you've just never heard them before. Never mind. Okay. Honey sounds. This is weird. It sounds like slut to me. Like when I just like hear it, I start singing slut. But there's like particular moments that sound like question. Mary finally figured out.
Yeah. I had to ask.
Yeah.
I listened to What song did I say I thought it was?
Uh, glitch.
Yes, but then when you
Oh,
said wish list sounded like glitch, I started listening to something else.
oh
Oh,
yeah,
Bejeweled. I listened to
oh
Bejeweled
yeah,
probably like 5 times over and over. Oh, and then I realized it wasn't even Bejeweled, but
oh,
it sounded like it was Question.
oh yes, yes.
Um, but there's another one that I've been like connecting to another song lately, and I can't remember what it is.
Mm. Uh, honey. When she says, "You can call me honey if you want because I'm the one you want," it's literally just, "I can't say anything to your face because look at your face." I like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hate when she does that.
Yeah.
But the whole rest of
Sammy,
Honey is
yeah,
very cute.
that's like the opening line, and Sammy said, I said, shut the fuck up, actually.
Yeah.
It's not okay when you think it's funny.
Mm. Wishlist sounds like glitch. Some people say it also sounds like daylight. I've not gotten that.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Maybe.
Hold on.
What are you about to do?
Look it up.
Oh.
The lyrics.
Oh, the lyrics. Okay.
See if I can recall.
I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Canceled sounds like I did something bad. Lots of people have also said that it sounds like Lord's song Yellow Flicker Beat from the Hunger Games soundtrack. The fate of Ophelia, like lyrically, flips around Lavender Haze, says, like, when she said, like, you don't really need read into my melancholia. Now she says, I would have drowned in my melancholy. And obviously, we know that Joe was depressed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Taylor. Father figure doesn't sound like anything to me musically, but it just obviously sounds like The Godfather.
Hmm. I feel like it does sound like something, but I can't think of what. Okay, forget
Mm.
everything I said about the ADHD medicine. I clearly can't remember anything.
The beginning of Actually Romantic sounds to me like Victoria's Secret by Jax, and many people say it sounds like Weezer's Beverly Hills.
I do
It
too.
does.
But the interlopations are Teenage Dirtbag by
Oh.
Wheatus, and
Mm.
there's another one, but I can't remember. It's a song I haven't heard before, and I can't remember who sings it.
Mm.
Um, but yes.
Elizabeth Taylor to me just gives like general Reputation vibes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that there's like one that I'm like, that it sounds just like that. I am now on to the part where I have to apologize. My theory has been absolutely shut down. Taylor came for me in the same way she came for us in But Daddy, I Love Him. I mentioned here once before that I wondered if her 13th album, not this one, but the next one, would be her last. And that's technically not what she was asked, but I think the sentiment remains. Taylor was asked if, because she's getting married and starting a family, if this will be her last album. She described this as shockingly offensive,
Mm-hmm.
saying that getting married does not mean that you just quit your job. I think Taylor might owe Zendaya an apology, but
No, she doesn't.
maybe.
Okay. Getting married does not mean that you quit your job, but it's okay if you want to quit your job because you got married.
Sure.
Also, Zendaya has a show coming out anytime now, really.
Yeah,
There
I'm like, I
any
don't know
day.
that she is gonna stop working. She did tell us also that Reputation things are not coming anytime soon, so she also told me to shut up in that way. Although I did get the itch again today. I was like 12/12. Well, people thought like Death of a Showgirl or like something else, or just her fucking birthday. She can always do something on her birthday. But okay, I'm actually gonna stop now, and I'm not gonna think about it, and I'm just gonna be so grateful when it happens. Cool deal. She is so comfortable with Jimmy Fallon, and like she was so normal. Like she was talking about at Selena's wedding, she was like, and I wasn't gonna just walk in and be like, hey, like she like did a weird little thing. Like she's just so like it was weird.
Yeah. And it's so
Odd.
nice that Jimmy Fallon is back on TV.
Mary.
Ah.
She said that she did not turn down the Super Bowl because of owning the performance. She is just too locked in on watching her fiance risk his life on the field.
Put his life on the line, she said.
Yeah, a little drama. And this reminded me of the lyric. There's a lyric where she says something about being something and tone deaf. And I fear that calling Travis playing football, putting his life on the line.
She said, like, pretty and tone deaf, let's fucking off her.
Yeah. But, like, I will just say, like, it is a little, like, there's a genocide going on. There's people being kidnapped in the streets. And, like, Travis is, like, laying his life on the line.
Right.
He's playing gladiator. She was saying, like, that, I don't know.
Babe, like there's National Guards on my street.
Yeah. Like, I'm like, I don't know. Not my favorite thing. And it's like, and people were saying, like, the way she talked about, like, she was like, and then what? I'm just going to come in and go, hey, what am I going to do to my choreo? And it's like, that's not, like, cute for us to see Taylor Swift, like, downplay
her career. It's shockingly insulting to say that she would not sing anymore, but
yeah,
but it's so much lower level than playing football.
Yeah. It kind of sucked. But on Jimmy Fallon, there were 2 exit signs on the set of the interview. What in the hell do the 2 exit signs mean? I always felt like they had to be an encore, but we didn't get anything else.
It's been a week now.
Yes.
I mean, we technically did get something else.
But she gave us the other half, like the sister album to Folklore, like months later.
Yeah.
So like she could. Okay, stop me. I'm going crazy. There is a lot of drama with Actually Romantic. It is assumed that the song is about Charlie XCX, but much like all Taylor Swift songs, they are probably about like a mixture of people. You think Charlie XCX is the only person who like talks about Taylor Swift? No. But yeah, there are some lines that point pretty directly to Charlie.
I like the idea that some of them are about Donald Trump.
Fun. Some people are bothered because Charlie's song that is assumed to be about Taylor, Sympathy is a Knife, is like vulnerable and talks about her insecurities. But I think that this ignores that Charlie has obviously had like many other things to say about her. Like she has liked things that are mean. Her and Maddie Healy have shared things that were mean. And so like this idea that like this is the first and only time that Charlie XCX has said anything about Taylor.
I think also that the friendship bracelet hand chopped off photo shoot is pretty damning.
Yeah, I'd say so. Charlie posted that like basically a little clip that she's making new music, leading people to call this the White Girls Kendrick and Drake beef. They are asking, will we get Meet the Swifts? Charlie
Except that people love it when Kendrick does it.
Yeah.
And not when Taylor Swift does it.
I'm guessing Kendrick is Charlie. Drake is Taylor.
No.
In this argument, yeah, no. I think that's what's happening here.
Easy.
Yeah. Charlie has also been liking some things about Taylor, like making fun of her for like showing off her engagement ring. One of which included some rather vile and like racist language. That one I sent you, it had some text at the top that I also didn't read at first. But yeah, so it's like not, I don't know, it feels like it's kind of like proving the point. If she like ups the beef, it's like
Right. Where did you send? Oh, you sent it to me on the housewife account.
probably. I keep being over there on accident.
No, I did read
Yeah.
that.
Oh, okay.
I did read that, and I thought that's crazy.
We just say that on the internet.
Right. I think also like the narrative that Opalite is racist
Yes. Okay, I
is
was gonna
crazy to
ask,
me
are we gonna talk
because
about the racism
I think
accusations?
from the way it's said, at least in the first verse, it sounds like she's the one waking up from an onyx night, and he has the one that has painted her sky opalite.
Yeah. It's
But what
also like,
people are
what are you
saying
talking about? Nighttime?
is dark.
It's black. It's dark.
I
What
will
are you
show you
talking
right
about?
here, right now. What
I
color is it
don't
out
under
there?
Onyx. It's onyxy. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't get it.
people just want to be mad at her about something, and I think like I I think I put this in my like recap video, like the she you were just in her phone, you were just a pose. I said, "Oh, that's for the anti-black girlfriend effect crowd," because
Yeah,
that's
the
what
ones
people
that
were
are
saying.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what people were saying when they were together for about a year. Like, well, look what he looked like before. But like she's saying, like maybe he's just being himself now. Like maybe he was trying to like fit her vibe to curate her Instagram account, and
Mm-hmm.
now he's just doing what he wants. And like I think that could possibly have its own problems, but whatever. But I think like to say that it's racist to say that the sky is dark at night and light in the
Yeah.
day is crazy. I also like I really don't, I mean like in the second verse it kind of picks up talking about like him and like his experiences, but for the
Yeah.
most part um it sounds to me like she was woken from an onyx
Yeah.
night because she also says like that's his birthstone and like he's a human exclamation point and you can make your own
Right.
happiness and like to me it naturally seems that he would be the one making the sky opalite and that he would be the one making his own sunshine because she talks about how that's how he is as a person.
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't even like get it. I don't get
Yeah.
the argument. Like
I also
she's
don't
talking
agree
about,
that actually romantic is homophobic.
she's literally talking about rocks.
Yeah.
Um I don't
She also said that
understand.
she's had the word opalite in her lyric bank for like a very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You think Sleepless in the Onyx Night has never been in her lyric bank after she wrote Midnights?
right. Yeah.
Uh that it was interesting to find out that that's how she like writes lyrics.
Yeah.
It's just like just notes in there.
But that also kind
Um
of makes sense to me because she does like repeat a lot of the same phrases again.
mhm. Yeah. Yeah, and it's also like I did when I heard the cringy lyrics at first and then I heard her say that, I was like, "Oh my god, she must have had Bad Bitch in there from years ago and she just accidentally picked it up thinking like people are still saying that." Her look on Seth Meyers was one of the best that I have ever seen. And I was like, Billy,
Insane.
I said, is it Taylor's best look? And he said, no. And I said, what is? And he said, the red dress with the T chain on her leg. And I said,
True.
oh, true. True.
Did you
You're
see
so right.
Target came out with them?
No.
I think they're supposed to be necklaces, but you can get it's like a red beaded chain with like the same font initial.
Cute. Cute. Not that we can shop at Target, really, but cool. Here, and we've already done this a little, but here's where I would like to offer a critique of Miss Taylor. I do not like that after placing real doors in real cities for people to physically walk up to and scan a QR code, they are then taken to what seem to be AI videos.
Okay, I don't think they're AI videos personally.
You don't.
No.
Okay.
Not that I think they're real videos, but like one, I think that we have to consider Taylor Swift's history with AI, and two, the way they're flagged on YouTube, it can be AI or CGI, and people said that she uses CGI like often in music videos, like in the Me music video and in some like Reputation graphics she uses CGI, and like the videos that she had out on the Air Store were CGI. And so I think I've seen people say it's more likely that it is CGI than
Okay.
AI. Um,
I just have
especially because of
seen
like her reaction to AI.
right, and that's like my issue. But like
Yeah.
I've just seen like there's one where it's like an exercise, like a treadmill or something,
Yeah.
and all the like numbers look like AI, like they're like nonsensical like
I thought
jumbles
it
of
said
lines.
1212.
The one I saw, unless I'm watching AI videos of her videos, like messing it up, the one that I saw, it was like literally, it looked like AI. Like when you look at AI people in Donald Trump crowds and the signs or whatever, don't say anything that makes sense. How are you going to find that? If the
Yeah, it
videos
says
are
1212.
did I get I don't know if that's the one I saw. The one I saw was green.
That's the one I saw.
That's from one of the QR code videos?
Yes, it's a bunch. It's all 12s.
That is not what I saw. I'll have to find
That's
it.
what I saw. It was 12,
But
12,
maybe
12.12, 12, 12, 12.
maybe I got tricked. Um I would not like it if Taylor Swift used AI,
Yeah,
just to be clear.
like our dad.
Yes. Well,
He's having so much
yeah,
fun.
I'm like, I get off of ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Mom, get him off of
Look,
ChatGPT,
if I have to use
please.
AI, if I feel the need to use AI, I'm not going to ChatGPT.
No. Come on now. But anyway, like I mean, CGI is like fine, I guess. I just think like she has so much fucking money to just make real sets
Yeah.
and just like film through them. Like I just yeah, and she hates AI. So that would suck. That is all I got, friend.
Oh, okay. Did
What
you see
else you got
she
about
sent Jenny Han a sourdough?
yes, so cute. I still haven't watched that show.
That's so good. Okay.
Ugh. Do you have anything else?
I could just read you my thoughts.
Mm. Where are these
I
from?
my
Oh, your
brain.
notes. Your notes?
Yeah, yes.
Oh.
My first listen of the album, I said, somebody cooked here, and it was Sabrina Carpenter. Horny and
Mhm.
funny, but still very Shakespearean.
Mhm.
And then I said, okay, she saw daylight. Cool, great. But now the sky is opalite. And then I said I relate to eldest daughter more than I thought, being an eldest daughter who married someone with youngest son vibes.
Mm-hmm.
I said actually romantic took me out. That song is Our Revenge. Like like how many times has your dumb ass boyfriend said, "Why are you always
Mm-hmm.
talking about her?" Yeah, fuck off, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. And now it's her husband, but
Mhm.
it'd be a little on the nose if Taylor said your husband.
Wishlist is unfortunately giving Zendaya and Tom Holland.
Yes. See?
I'm not going full it's a trad wife song,
No.
but and then I said, I know Travis can't listen to Wood without blushing, and his family can't listen to it at all.
But
But Jason
apparently
Kelsey will.
they do. Kylie is like, good job, Trav.
Mhm. And then the last one I said, it was fuck it if I can't have you, and now it's I can't have fun if I can't have you.
What's that, Elizabeth Taylor?
Um, yes.
Okay. Elizabeth
And
Taylor. Now I want to know
I
what's in
can't
your
have
number.
fun if I can't have.
Yeah. Now I
Huh?
want to know what your number 5 is.
Mm. Wood.
Mm, it's good stuff.
Mhm.
I would love to hear other people's thoughts. So if you
Yeah.
have any comment, because I'm not done talking about this.
No, I'm not tired of it yet.
No. Nar, definitely not.
Um, I feel like I do have a lot of thoughts, but I don't know what they are.
Mm.
Um, one of my friends said that she she was singing Father Figure, and she said, "Oh, someone told me to stop singing that part about the devil because we don't want to welcome him into our lives." And I said, "Yeah, but it's about how Scott Borchetta welcomed him into his life, and we already know he's a bad person." She said, "But I don't want to
Hmm.
say it."
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, I've seen people being like, um, so sad Taylor canceled, or like, we can't listen to Taylor in our house anymore because of this explicit album. Or like
Surprise,
people,
she's 34.
yeah, 35.
She's
I'm like,
35 years old.
yeah, I'm like, this is,
She be
she's about to be
fucking
30, she's about to be 36. Like, everyone chill out.
and married.
Yeah, I heard people like, but they do this every time. But she
Yes.
has 9 and 10-year-old girls listening to her. She doesn't have to.
Right.
If she is no longer age appropriate, then they don't have to listen.
Right. They can listen to the other things. That's what I play for my kids. I play Speak Now.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, there somebody asked one of the Bachelor alums like how like your girls love Taylor Swift so much, like how are you letting them listen? And she said if I tell them not to listen, they're gonna psychoanalyze the lyrics when they
Yeah.
when they listen behind my back. She said
Mhm.
if I tell them it's fine, they're just kind of bebopping around.
Mhm.
So they're not paying attention to what she's saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, like, it's a song, you know.
Yeah, but
We
like
were we
then
were growing up listening to Lips of an Angel.
yeah, it's true.
You'll be fine.
Yeah. It and it's like it's just you don't she doesn't have to be that for everybody. Like
Right,
Sabrina Carpenter was on Disney
right.
and she's
And if
singing what
you
she's
don't like
singing.
it, then when you play it for your kids, skip it. Don't let your kids listen to Wood.
Yeah, make a
Don't
playlist
let your kids listen to Father Figure.
or
Agreed.
find the clean version of Father
Right.
Figure.
But there's no reason you can't just skip it
Yeah,
and get them
make
to
a
Opalite.
playlist. Yeah. Come on.
Y'all be
All
mad about
right.
everything.
Mhm. We're slowing down here, folks.
Okay. Today, I heard an interview where somebody told Glorilla that the Memphis accent sounds a lot like, I think they said, the Baltimore accent.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, it sure doesn't.
I
And I said,
wouldn't
that's
know.
actually crazy.
I don't know how people
She
talk in
said, what did
Baltimore.
she say? She said, oh, um, she said, beautiful. And
Mm-hmm.
they said, oh, that sounds like a Baltimore accent. She's like, the
Mm.
fuck?
Yeah.
She said, you have beautiful spirit.
Mm-hmm. She's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
All right, folks.
That's all. I think,
That's all
yes?
she wrote. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not looking, so.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Hmm.
We went